Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? My name is Daniel, and I would like to give y'all a brief but very informative speech regarding plastic pollution, more specifically plastic pollution in the Pacific Ocean. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the South Pacific Gyre. There are multiple gyres, is what they're called, located in the Pacific Ocean, and how they're described are sections in the ocean where plastic pollution and other trash debris have been collected over years, and it's actually caused a very large problem to our ecosystem, specifically to marine life. And it not only affects marine life in the ocean, but everything on Earth is one big giant circle. Everything circles around, so it not only negatively affects the marine ecosystem, it comes back in return to affect us as humans, and that is what I want to really put my main focus on talking about tonight. So, and after this speech, I really hope everyone can be a little bit better educated and just a little bit more aware of some proactive steps we could take to avoid the irresponsibleness of plastic pollution on the Earth, and so we could try to keep the integrity of our Earth up. So here's a nice, beautiful picture of the Pacific Ocean, free of pollution. So before I go there, I just want to brief you guys on the history of plastic itself. In America, history was actually invented by the inventor John Wesley Hyatt in the year 1869, and Mr. Hyatt, once he produced plastic, it began being used a lot more frequently by large commercial producers to limit the use of fossil fuels and other expensive products. And then also in the late 1940s, throughout World War II, the United States Lend-Lease program actually is what actually boomed the plastic production in America. And then after the war concluded, the production of plastic did not cease. It actually, in fact, doubled, even tripled in production, and that is sort of what has led us to the problem where we are today, not just in America, but across the globe regarding plastic pollution. Some good facts about this is, so the Pacific Gyre, which is the main focus of the plastic pollution ring, it's just a giant, large whirlwind, if you will, that sits in the South Pacific Ocean. It's made up of plastic pollution from many different types of plastic. It actually encompasses 3.45 million square kilometers, equal to landmass. That's actually equal to the entire continent of Europe, or the entire state of Texas, if you will. It actually has been weighed from many different samples throughout the years at also 3.5 million tons. Not pounds, 3.5 million tons. So take that into perspective for a minute. You can take and then you can better acknowledge the seriousness of this problem that we face today, and not only today, but going on into the future. So how it affects marine life: 40,000 seals not only get injured, but 40,000 seals die from suffocation or inhalation of harmful plastic products. Humans can't eat or inhale or ingest plastic products, so it wouldn't make any sense for animals to do the same thing. And as consumers of marine life, we actually consume a large quantity of the marine ecosystem. So let me just show you a couple photos here of what I'm talking about. This is a photo of a local fisherman just off the coast of the island of Pitcairn, which is more relative. This is just off the coast of Easter Island, which is on the west end of South America. So him and his family, I did the research on this fine gentleman. Him and his family have been long time, generation after generation fishermen. They no longer are able to do that unless they're trying to fish for plastic, as you can see. This is a poor turtle, a poor sea turtle. The classic six-pack plastic ring have caught him and, not only suffocated him, but, has completely warped the natural shape of his shell, causing him to unfortunately lose his life. Here's a picture of a pelican. A pelican right here. This was actually picked up off the coast of California a couple years ago. And as you can see in his, once they cut him open, correction, he was not cut open. This is how they found him on the beach of California. And, inside his intestines and stomach is filled with nothing but plastic objects. Because fish, fish and birds, they are intelligent creatures, but they're not that intelligent to where when they're hungry, they cannot, pinpoint and pick out what is prey, what is a piece of fish, or a particle in the ocean that they can or cannot eat. So unfortunately, this is what it leads to. They naturally consume lots of plastic that is dropped off in the ocean. Here's another. This is actually off the coast of Easter Island. This is Easter Island itself, and these pelicans again, so they're just trying to live. They're just trying to find something to eat, and they just peck and pick up little pieces of plastic, and plastic has no substantial nutritional substance to it, so naturally they get sick and die from it. More importantly, so 12 to 20,000 fish are found with an enormous amount of mercury, lead, and other harmful substances that have been built up inside their bodies from their diet of plastic and other trash debris that they consume that has been left out into the ocean. And in turn, as Americans and across the globe, we definitely consume a large amount of fish. But that's why there's a leading problem with the amount of fish and how it's not as well for us to consume and eat as it used to be in the past. So, now we have to consider and figure out, where is all this plastic coming from? 20% of the plastic problem in the ocean, specifically the Pacific Ocean, it actually comes from large shipping crates that just accidentally or purposely push and drop off their containers. And it stays, they open up, and it just drops out into the ocean. Another 20% comes from trash being left on the beach from vacationers, and it just gets washed up on the tide, carried out to sea, and it stays in the sea. The remaining 55 to 60% is from where plastic is just dropped off, thrown out the window by motorists, or just trash thrown on the ground, and it finds its way to watersheds and drain fills, and it finds its way out into the ocean. So that's where the root of the problem is coming from. Here's a picture of a poor seal. He's obviously lost his life from a plastic ring that has taken hold over his snout, and now he has lost his life from that. Some ways that we can combat this proactively is simple things like taking your plastic, recycling them instead of just throwing them into the trash. Try to use less plastic products when you check out at the grocery store. Get your own knit bag or paper bag like we used to do in the 90s. And just try to be more careful, reuse, reduce, and recycle. So again, the main points that I was trying to stress is that as humans, we are not as careful as we need to be concerning the way how we use plastic and the way how we get rid of it. And we just need to take some more proactive steps to be more careful towards the way how we use and try to reuse plastic. Thank you for your time. I hope I was able to better educate you on this topic. Thank you.